Because you guys were in the game and in control of parts of that game until right near the end of the third, into the fourth. What kind of change did you see?
End of the third, we had some miscues. I think we were up 10 or 11. It's always finishing quarters at such a momentum one way or another, and I think they cut it into that to 5 points or something like that. And then you could just feel them ramping up the pressure and trying to be more physical and give them credit for that. Turnovers hurt us. We missed some shots around the rim that I think were good shots. Finishes and shots we usually make. The turnovers killed us. We got a little stagnant, and a lot of that was their physicality. And then, they carried over the physicality and the aggressiveness to the other end. And we were kind of on our heels on both ends, and they get a lot of credit for that. And just got to finish it out more of the 48 than we did tonight.
Jeremy was a late scratch, I guess. What's going on with him, and do you expect him to travel with you to Denver?
Yeah, he just had some back spasms late, and I would guess just with the quick trip, I'd expect him to not travel.
Not travel?
Yeah.
Given that, how did you think? You seem like you got some professional minutes out of Bismarck.
Yeah, again, it's a tough one because you feel like for 3 quarters you played really, really well defensively and had some really good moments of connectivity and execution. The fourth quarter leaves you, feeling pretty bad and down. I thought Bizzo was great. Set a tone on both ends, did a good job screening, protecting the rim, things that we've come accustomed to with him in playing his role.
Another productive night from Castle tonight. Were the guys able to celebrate his Rookie of the Month award?
No, it's one of those deals where a lot of the times, the game and the team overshadows all that stuff. He had a great month, and he'll definitely get honored and acknowledged. But I think there's, obviously some frustration in that locker room just wanting to get that W.
How much of the turnover issues do you think is related to Orlando's just size and putting guys in situations they're not used to having to deal with, maybe in the paint?
Yeah, and I think, there's just a level of maturity and growth in terms of seeing certain patterns or the way that the game is being called, or certain coverages or schemes, and just continuing to build upon the decision making of that. And it's also sometimes where it's a look now and then the next look is a build upon or a evolution of that initial look, and so on and so forth. And it's just part of the growth in that area. And sometimes there's a stubbornness to our youth at times that can work for you and against you in some of those situations, and trying to impose their will on the game. And it's a delicate balance of nurturing that stubborn aggression while also channeling it.
Has Franz become one of the toughest covers in the league at this point?
Those two guys, they just, for big wings especially, they dominate the ball for so much of the game. They're able to use their body. It's hard. I actually thought we did a really good job of keeping them off the free throw line, and they end up making some shots. Those guys get to the free throw line a lot, and it's hard when you have somebody who, they played, almost 36 and 33 minutes, and they have the ball a ton, and it's in the post, it's in pick and roll, it's in ISO, and they're continuously just in attack mode. I thought we did a good job for the most part. Again, they wore us down a little bit in the fourth quarter. You give them some credit for that, but I thought for the most part we did an okay job of showing crowds and trying to keep them off the foul line while still being physical.
Coach, do you have any update on Wemby's health, just how he feels right now, and do you think he's going to be able to be back around the team before the end of the season?
Again, I'll say kind of what I've been saying. He's doing very well, and I think he would have wanted to be out on the court to block some shots and make some buckets for us tonight for sure. But everything's going well, and we'll keep it all in-house.
He just said that he told the French national team coach that he would be hopeful he would be playing for the Euro Cup with France this summer. Do you feel like it would be a good idea for him, and is he going to be healthy enough to do that?
I wish I had a crystal ball. I'm sure he'd want to play tomorrow against Jokic in Denver, but again, we'll do whatever's best for him, and I'm sure he'll push the envelope as much as he can, and we'll make the best decision with him and his people and everybody involved for whatever's best for him, big picture. Thanks.
the Magic did to force so many turnovers from you guys?
Honestly, I think it was really just their pressure in like the fourth quarter. I feel like the first three quarters we were kind of solid with it. We had a couple of turnovers early, but I feel like majority of the game we were good. I think that fourth quarter they kind of ramped it up, and that's how they kind of broke away with the lead.
How difficult is it to defend a 6'10" guy with the skill set of Franz Wagner?
I mean, one-on-one, I feel like I did a pretty good job. I mean, he got a couple catch and shoots early. I mean, just with a team like that, when you can kind of load up, have heavy shifts, it makes it a lot easier. But yeah, I mean, just really playing the numbers. I mean, guys are gonna have good shooting nights, so I think it was just one of those for him.
It's kind of everything that they've asked of you, guard, point guard, and then tonight you're guarding Wagner and Isaac. Is it? Do you feel like you're just kind of growing defensively, being able to guard these multiple positions right now?
I mean, at this point of the season, I feel like that's what's kind of expected now. So I feel like, I mean, at the beginning of the season, it was kind of eye-opening, but I mean, with what 8 games left, it's kind of expected now. So I'm about used to it.
You talk about the mixed emotions tonight. Obviously, a tough loss, but earning the Rookie of the Month award for March earlier today.
I mean, I wasn't thinking about that coming into the game. I mean, my mind was really just focus on the game solely. I know that their team didn't care about that at all, so coming into the game, that wasn't really on my mind.
Where would you say you've learned or progressed the most as your rookie year has gone on?
Probably defensively, learning guys' tendencies. I feel like in college I kind of just used my size and athleticism to, speed guys up and get them off their spots. But being in the league now, guys are a lot better. So being able to play their tendencies and put them in positions that they don't like to be in.
Having spent almost the whole year with Chris now, how would you say he's kind of helped you along, or what kind of impact he's had on the start of your career?
I mean, just being able to see the same reads that he sees, just sharing the court with him, whether I'm, receiving the pass or, I'm on the wing watching him, create for somebody else. I feel like it's kind of helped my game to, create for others. 'Cause I mean, everybody on our team can't, create their own shot. So just being able to share the court with him and, create our own, but, create shots for our teammates too, is probably what I learned.
I think it's one of those things where, like, you'll look back 10 years from now and go, like, starting my career with that guy, that was a huge thing for me. Like,
yeah, definitely. To be able to, see what I'm seeing now at such a young age, I feel like in the future it'll definitely, pay off.
Another veteran in your ear, in Darren Fox. You played several games with him. What kind of pointers has he been giving you now that he's kind of sitting on the bench watching it from a different vantage point?
Really everything. I mean, just him being here such a short amount of time, being able to learn, angles. Again, just watching him play for those couple games, being able to see how he can attack pick and rolls, the reads he makes as well. Slowing down in the paint. He's one of the fastest guys in our league, so his ability to, change pace and slow down is something that, I'm gonna have to be able to pick up on.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
The energy in here is dead. Nice.
Long season.
I'm already going.
You guys are right there for three quarters. What's changed near the end of the third and into the fourth?
Well, I'll give credit to them. I think they ramped up their defense in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that's really what I'd say. They ramped up their defense, played a little harder, made it a little tougher for us. So I'll give them that.
Is there any, obviously turnovers were a big part of the
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Oh, sorry. For sure. Nah, for sure. Let me look at this. Where's these turnovers at? Yeah. We started the game off, I think we had like 9 in the first half or something like that. And I think we did a pretty good job of our game plan, just protecting the paint for the first half. I think they had like 10 points in the paint. So we did our job with that one. Yeah, we gotta take care of the basketball. That's kind of where we started this year, and It's something we got to just continue to do.
Like specifically, what are the things you can do to
Take care of it.
Yeah.
I mean, cleaner passes, less dribbling, less thought process, honestly and truly. No thinking about it. Kind of just the guys open, swing. And I feel like we jump a lot on our passes, so it kind of gives us no outlet to come back down. So yeah,
Does
17
Orlando
turnovers.
size play into that though? Because you get in the lane and maybe you're making a pass that.
Yeah, they're protecting that paint. That's for sure. They got some big guys down there. They got some length, and they use their length and their physicality. So getting down there thinking you have a layup or a bucket or whatever it is, and there's 3 guys standing there with their hands up. You want to make the right play. Sometimes just about that early pass.
Not a knock on Steph, but he led the turnover margin, I guess. How do you see him respond to his own mistakes, whether it be in game and practice?
He just comes out and plays harder. That's really it. I mean, he's a rookie. There's going to be games where he's going to have 7 turnovers, and there's going to be games when he has 12 assists, 14 assists. That's just the ebbs and flows of the game. So for him, I mean, he's a mature kid, put it that way. He's young, he's figuring it out. But I think he's been doing a pretty good job of being that guy for us. So for him, I think it's just, continuing to just play, figuring it out. Cool. All right, thank you guys.